I go ahead and record that just in case somebody calls and says, hey, I missed that class, but welcome everyone. Appreciate it. Today, we're going to, as we discussed last week, and those who just jumped in, I will be gone next week. So please come back in 2 weeks and just re-engage. So that would be fantastic. So was anybody at my Chat GPT class at Summit? So we have a yes on that one. Okay. So thank you. Last week, there were some people who said, you know what, I didn't get the chance to go to that class. So we got some more people coming in. So we'll get you guys in here. But Chat GPT is changing by the minute. And so I added a couple new slides that I want to chat with you guys about, but I'll start kind of generic and we'll go back up to the top here. Oh, Vicky coming in. So welcome those who are just joining us. This was the Chat GPT class that we did. There's a QR code right here that contacts me with all my social media stuff. If you guys want to go in there, click that, take a picture of that, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the little bell there, and then you'll get new notifications and new videos that will come out to you as well. But just wanted to share this. Basically, we kind of talked about, you know, there's a lot of times in our business, either that we need a bunch of clients, or I have clients, but I have no time, or I have clients, but need ideas of what to do and say. And so we're going to go over about 14 or 15 ways to use Chat GPT. Now, you guys can take a screenshot of this. If you have not gotten in there, so I know that there's some of you had raised your hands and said that you have been in Chat GPT. Have anybody been utilizing it since the class, and any ideas that you guys need, or who's using Chat GPT and wanted to share what they're doing with it? All right, so we got time. I can't see everybody on here. I'm going to go through. If anybody has a hand want to raise or anything of that. So if you guys haven't used it, this is how you get on. So it's chat.openai.com. And so I will tell you that that I use it every day. We use it primarily. I want you guys to realize that there's so many ways to use it, but I want you guys to utilize it by finding something that you use in one of these ideas, master it, and then move on to something else. All right. So you will find that the one that I use the most is property descriptions. I get the woos and wows of like my property descriptions, like it's hilarious. These women, I can't write like that. I just don't write like that. And I just put in kind of a brief description, which I'm going to show you that. And it just writes these beautiful descriptions of the property that I would take, years of college to be able to do so. So it's amazing. So please go in there. If you haven't logged in, chat.openai.com. And I will tell you that Dan wants to be real careful that you guys need to understand. And we have a real estate license. Chat GPT doesn't have a real estate license. So we want to make sure that just because Chat GPT spits something out doesn't mean that we can then automatically go ahead and just copy it and paste it. Want to be very careful that we need to change it, fact check it, tweak a little bit, make it more your own, and don't just copy and paste things and just utilize it. So you'll see there's like our the fair housing kind of stuff, where if you put a description in there and all of a sudden it comes back and talks about families, or women's power, or man, or this, or I had an agent years and years ago that put a flyer out that said this is a perfect kitchen for a woman. So, which he was probably right, but it was just maybe not quite he could probably get in trouble with that. So just kind of keep that in mind, that we want to make sure that you do that. So guys, there's a bunch of people that just jumped in. I'll come back to this screen right here. Thank you, those who just came in. I won't be here next week. I'll keep saying that a couple of times. So please come back in 2 weeks. Please mute those who are just coming in as well. Chat GTP. So let's go right into it. When you log into Chat GTP, hey guys, I don't know if those who are need to mute, maybe I got her. Okay. All right. So when you go into Chat GTP, this is basically what it looks like. It basically looks just like this, and you're kind of going, okay, what do I do? Where do I go? There will not be anything over here. This will be completely like blank. This is a free service. So guys, keep that in mind that you can utilize this anytime you want. If it blinks and takes a little bit longer, then there's probably a little bit more people on the server. My guess, you can actually upgrade, but I don't really know why, or you would need to at the moment. But basically these now, after you start, collecting these and having new chats, they'll actually start showing up over here. Then you can go back and reuse them. So that's kind of fun. So all you do is you get, log in, create an account, and all you do is you go to right here to the send a message down here on the bottom, and you just click it and you request. What I'm going to share with you today that's different than what we had up there at the summit is now you actually should go and actually take notes or go and put some templates that can protect you a little bit more, and have some templates so you can actually click the template, put the template in. And I'm going to show a couple of them from this webinar that I was at this week. And then you actually can then take and then copy your subject right below or what information you want. So it actually is really, really nice, so that it will save you a bunch of time on just hitting these. So guys, this actually, for your descriptions and everything that you're going to do, what I'm going to share with you today will actually completely make life so much easier for you, which is fun. So again, those who just came in right there, this little openai.com, log into there. They do have some apps as well. It logs in, you start texting what you want, and let me show you kind of what we want. So we're going to start with social media. You can actually say right here, give me, because if those people are wanting to say, what do I do? What do I see? I need some video content. Give me a list of 10 videos that every real estate agent should create to get clients. And you guys are welcome to take screenshots, write those down however you want. And then within literally 10 seconds, it spits it out. Now, I did not go live, and I could go live here today if we want, but this just spits it right out, and it just goes and gives you all of these things. So you're talking about home tours, neighborhood highlights, agent introduction videos, testimonial videos, educational videos, market update videos. One that I'm doing really big right now is the testimonial videos, and getting testimonials of both sellers and buyers, and having not just the sold sign, like smiling, having these testimonials, so then you can add these to your portfolio and put them on your website. And then you guys, when you actually send out an email to a future seller, then you're putting these hyperlinks down in the bottom of your email saying, hey, this, want to be interested in knowing what somebody else said about this, selling their house with me. And you can actually start utilizing these a little bit more. So don't be afraid to actually go. And that's that I've been working really hard in the last 3 weeks, is taking your drip campaigns, and every week we're adding a video to your drip campaign. But don't work harder. Don't think, oh, I got to go create more videos, because just go over to your YouTube channel, and you got little intro videos or little videos that talk about little certain things about life. If you read an article that you kind of like, this is what's so cool about Chat GTP. I could take that article, which I'm going to share with you, and I could actually reword it, put it in about a video script, and it will reword it for me, tweak a little bit. And now I have my original content that I could take from an article that I really liked and go make it in a video, and then drop it into one of your, maybe your videos that you're sending out to your sellers, your potential buyers on your drip campaigns. So that is pretty cool on the social media part. And then you go into, then what's going to happen is that videos, then it's going to show up right here. So there's your 10 videos that shows up. So you can come back, and this will always be saved for you. You can delete it, you can tweak it, and it will always be there. And what's kind of fun on this, if you actually print it, or this spat out for you, and you said, maybe give me 7 or give me 5, or maybe you put in here and say, can you give me some humor added to it? And you can, and then when you're in that same link, it will continue, and it knows you're in the same link, and it will continue spitting that out, and it will change it for you, and change it, and you can kind of tweak it, is what's kind of cool. So outline scripts, kind of shared with that, but this is one that we just put in. Write me a 5-minute YouTube script for Realtor explaining 5 reasons why someone should move to Auburn, California. And in 5, maybe less than 30 seconds, it spits out this stunning natural beauty, vibrant community, great schools, convenient location, affordable housing. And it was amazing. And if you wanted to tweak that now, because what I did with this one video is I actually recorded this video, and I just kind of went, well, I kind of prefer to put maybe the schools at the bottom, or I could just, and I would just put it and say, add number 4 and put number 4 last, and then it would re-spit out the text again. You can change the text and just keep adding to it, and then you can copy and paste this. And then you can actually go that, remember I mentioned to you on those who missed a class last week, is this Captions app, which is purple, and you can go to, it's called Captions. It's a subscription, but you can actually then put that in, send, copy that information, stick it in your phone, and then you can actually have a captions where it's actually kind of reading that information for you. And you're not reading, but scrolling over, then you can actually read it as you're actually recording. So I like that one, was kind of fun. I want you guys to realize that, and I'm going to show you this, that this hook people, and on those videos, that you might make sure you do things like you hook them. If I just got on there and said, hey, this is Eric Catch with Century 21. Appreciate you coming over to visit and looking at and finding us on YouTube. And I just wanted to share a few things with you. They're going to be swiping so fast, and they're not going to be wanting to listen to me. But if I came in and said, five must-sees in Auburn, California when looking to move to this area, and you're going to, in number 6 or number 5 will blow you away. And so now all of a sudden you just hook them at a fight. And then so if Jenna's sitting there watching it, she might go, I want to know what 5 they are. So she engages into the content a little deeper. And then in somewhere in the middle, you could say, oh, I'm almost getting there to that number 5. You're just gonna absolutely love it. So you're engaging them, and you're kind of keeping them to see if you can actually watch longer. You can actually go see your statistics about your YouTube videos and stuff of how long they actually have been watching, and how many minutes that they've actually kind of watched, and when they kind of bailed from your video to kind of help understand. So you could practice with that. You could do 2 different videos, do one really kind of one that just, hey, this is me, blah, 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 and then do the hook, and then you'll watch both of them, and you'll be really blown away with basically what that does. So make sure that you do hook them. You want to do a call to action. So at the very end, you want to make sure you say something to the fact that, hey, if you guys wanted to go out and take a look at this house or other ones, if you need homes like this being sent to you, to your email, feel free to reach out to me. Love to connect, and I'll get these homes, and you can get an automatic list today or something. So you give them a call to action is what you're doing. And then you can get into a little intro, and after, towards the end, you could just say this again, this is Eric Catch with Century 21. Just feel free to reach out anytime. Please subscribe to my channel. Please DM me, whatever you're using right there. This is that Captions app that I just shared with you. That's the little logo. So it's purple. All right. My very favorite one that I use at all time is this one. And I would just go subscribe a country living on 5 park-like acres with the following benefits: 4+ separate guest house, miles of horse walking trails, 3-car garage, close to schools and shopping. So we could tweak that a little bit, and that probably would be something that I used to write, maybe a couple extra adjectives or a few words. That's probably something that I would just describe a property. But now you put it into Chat GPT, and it kind of comes out with this: living in a country setting on a 5 park-like acres with the benefits of 4-bedroom main house, a separate guest house is a dream come true for many. The property offers ample space and privacy for a family or a guest, with the added benefits of miles of horse and walking trails to outdoor recreation. The main house is spacious, offers comfortable living quarters with 4 bedrooms, perfect accommodating for a family. The separate guest house provides, so it just kind of gives a little bit more stuff is what it does for you. But I want to share something here. And this is the class that I just did this week, that these now guys are, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see, it's not going to stretch that. Let me go here on this slideshow. That's going to be, see if I can zoom these things in a little bit here for us. A little bit. Wow. It's not. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see those. I might have to get these to you in a different format. But basically what this is this is basically stating, because I can't even read that. But let me just share with this here, that what they're basically doing. And guys, those who came in late, that this was a class that you're creating templates for yourself. You're putting like these little prompt templates, you're copying them, you're putting them in notes, you're putting them in, just somewhere, you're saving them on a Word document. And then you're basically coming in and just copying this first, and then putting that property description. So this is what he basically said. This is what he's using on every one. It says, you are a highly experienced real estate agent with a lot of email marketing expertise. You specialize in writing email subject lines. Write an email oh, this is just on a subject line. Write a subject line for, I'm gonna give you a different one, property description, if I can find that one. No, I can't find that, but all right, this is the property description. Write a description for a home for sale. The description you write, and this is what you're telling Chat GPT. Description you write should meet the following criteria. Focus on features of the home. Use descriptive, persuasive, and colorful language to describe the features. Do use search engine optimization text to follow on relevant keywords, such as the listing's address and homes for sale in the area. Do use text with an 8th grade reading level or below for the description. Do not talk about specific types of buyers or buyers' circumstances. Do not reference age, race, color, religion, sex, natural origin, disability, or familiar status. So they're actually making these little prompts. They're actually writing, and then right below that, it says listing details, and then you copy and paste. So he's got all these cute little prompts that make total sense, because now, like on the emojis or on the headlines, because it says email subject lines headlines. You are a highly experienced real estate agent with a lot of email marketing expertise. You specialize in writing email subject lines. Write an email subject line for the email body copy below. The email subject line should not cause the email to go into the spam folder. This email subject line should not include any words that would trigger the email to be labeled as spam. The email subject line should be compelling and read open. And then right down below, you copy in your whole entire article. Then it would give you the headline of the open headline for your subject line for that. So that's a new one. I hadn't even thought about that, but what they're doing is they're just taking these cute little ones, and I'll make them a little larger, because I don't think, Jenna, can you even see those? Those are pretty small. Yeah, okay. I will put them in, I'll copy them, and I will put them in our Drive folder. Those who are new, we have a Drive folder that you can actually request to go into it. And that's one of the slides at the very end, which is a QR code that you could actually click on there, log in. So everything that we're teaching in classes and stuff, you can go in there and get these handouts and different things. But I loved it. Now I might tweak this a little bit, but I just love that it's basically making my job a lot easier, and especially with the emojis and the headlines and hashtags, because we're going to talk about those in just a moment as well. This is pretty big though. They made it big. All right. So it's going back to number 3, property descriptions. Okay. And this might be a little easier for you guys to see too, but there's the property description one. And then what's really cool, those who are in different languages, or you are looking and seeking after different languages, and all of a sudden I could be right there on that page and say, make it Spanish. And then it just drops it right there. So I probably wouldn't want to promote this, because I don't know Spanish very well. So then if all of a sudden you start getting calls, then it might be quite interesting. So, but if those who are bilingual, this is beautiful. You market to different bilingual people. This is beautiful. So I thought that was pretty spectacular too. So I'm going to share that. All right. Blog writing. You guys, if you guys want to do a blog, this is something that I've done a few times, where you can actually, if you find that beautiful article that you really, really like, and you can actually go in and actually tweak it. So I put, or you can write your own. Please write a 500-word blog for a real estate agent's website explaining 5 reasons why they should move to Auburn, California. And then literally there's the blog. It just totally went down. I don't know if I have more than one, but it gave me 500 words of basically a blog that I could do. Then you take this blog, and I think I'm going to show this right here too. I didn't do it on this one, but I want you to then go in and actually put in pictures and links, and put in links to different things back to your website, or links to pictures of the small town, or whatever it might talk about, the schools, and picture or a link to the school website and things of that nature in your blog. But it just saved me. I can't go write a 500-word blog. I don't have time to go write a 500-word blog, but if you just put it in Chat GPT, there you go. Now, keep in mind, guys, that the company actually does have a blog service, that our marketing team does do those blogs. If you're not going and subscribing to that blog, you need to, because you can then just take what marketing sends out a blog, and you can just copy paste that blog straight into your website. So then you actually, now that's just something you don't even need to use Chat GPT, because you have marketing actually doing. So highly recommend that. Just just putting content and just having content out there. But now if you go with the new one that we were talking about in putting these headlines, about putting, captions and non-spam and all this type of stuff, and putting your hashtags and things, give me the best 5 hashtags for this article, then you can actually come and put the hashtags in and do a little bit more. It just has a little bit more search relevancy on it. Short form content scripts. And so again, short form is a lot, short form videos, but please write a 30-second Instagram video script for real estate agents explaining 3 reasons. I think that says 3 reasons why they should move to Auburn, California. And in 5 seconds, are you thinking about moving to Auburn? Consider Auburn, California. Here's 3 reasons you should make it. So now I just put a hook. So I like these boys on this webinar, though, that they actually now could go back and say, when I go back to this one, now with knowledge, I could put, please write a 30-second Instagram video script for real estate explaining why 3 reasons to move to Auburn, and put give a hook, give me an instant hook and maybe a call to action at the end. So you can kind of tweak this a little bit. And now your script pops up that gives me a hook and gives me a kind of a call to action. You take that information, some of it you can memorize and just go for it. Some of them you actually could, I've literally had my scripts and pieces of paper like hanging right below my camera, where I can then look down briefly. You get kind of really good at it, because you don't want to like look at it like this and you're, then all of a sudden I'm looking down like this. Let's see, affordable homes, properties for your lifestyles. Don't miss out on the great opportunities. And you don't want your head going up, but you can actually, I kind of like the other day when I had some statistics and stuff, I'd go, and it's kind of like, and I'd kind of look over here like that. And, because, they do it at TV all the time, so you've got, they don't have to always look at the camera. So you can kind of, and then you can kind of look that way, see a statistic, look down, and kind of just get really good at kind of not feeling like you're reading it. But the captions app, if I took this information right here and stuck it in the captions app, it would actually be perfect for me. It would, and you just hit the little record button. It gives me the first sentence, you say it, let go, then the button, it records that segment. Then it flashes the second sentence, and okay, I got it memorized. I don't have to read it. Then you just say the second sentence, let it go. So Captions app is pretty amazing. So I would highly recommend that app. All right, going into this, nurturing your database. This is what we've been pounding since, and I appreciate you guys having and coming to my classes here, because what it does, it makes me want to go out and actually do more. And so I actually, because of this class, I said, you know what, I need to get my nurturing database better. So write me a market update email for a real estate agent to send to their clients in the real estate market of Auburn. And there it went. It just gave me a whole email. It says, dear client, I hope all this email finds you well overall in Auburn market. And it kind of, and I actually went back and looked at the fact checking on that, and they were actually pretty spot on. But you can change a few percentages if you wish to do so. If you guys aren't going, those in California, and I'm sure Nevada has it too, but if you're not going to California Association of Realtors or CAR, on that, there's websites that give statistics that you actually can get statistics on that. And if you guys aren't seeing those, you actually like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they give nice social media posts, like this little article that they can actually, says, Nevada County, Placer County, every county in all of California, it basically pops up and it gives you all statistics and stuff to use. So now you can actually use this particular one. If I wanted to do a short video, I can say, hey, just hot off the presses, guys. And you can read it. 539,500 is the average medium home price, and go 41% since last year of inventory. That is, so you can kind of share that as you're kind of going through. Better yet, what I've been doing with some of these is I've been doing screen recordings with me on the screen, with this document on the screen, with me on the upper left-hand corner, that I'm able to then read it as I'm actually sharing my screen, which then looks nice and credible as well. So if you feel like you have a lot of document stuff and you want to facts and things, you don't feel like real comfortable about it, record yourself on a screen, get your script right here, and then go find some pictures and do that. So what we're doing then is we're adding photos. That's a problem. We need to fix that. That needs to just disappear. So I'll talk to you about that. You're talking about the other that one. Yeah, I hate that. All right. So yes, we need to redo that. And it's because of Alan, the other agent, that did that. All right. Sorry. TC came in asking some questions. Well, we'll do that when we get done, but I understand. All right. So here's what we got here on this one is the like this is, then you're adding pictures. So if here's your dear client, but you put a video into it, guys, video will open up your emails I don't know the new statistic, but it's 60 to 70% more if you actually throw a video in it instead of just this. People are going to want to listen to a video way more. This is my number 7. I know R&D is research and development. Basically, Tom Ferry says rip off and duplicate. So find some things that you want. So please rewrite this article in a more playful tone, including humor and jokes. So if you guys wanted to actually find an article that you found, copy the article, put it in here, and then it basically then just drops out and gives you your own content from somebody else's article, which I thought was good. Using it for landing page copy, please write 175 word sales funnel script for Realtor sales page offering a free list of homes under $500,000. Boom, that comes in, it does that. We drop in a video here. And then it just, you'll open up more writing perspective scripts. So if you were to say, please write me a cold calling script for a real estate agent calling expired listings, there's scripts everywhere. But if you wanted to do your own, well, there, just gave me a 5-second, in 5 seconds, I have my own script that I want to do. Content captions. So please write a short Instagram caption for real estate posts and the market updates for April 2023 for Auburn, California. Now, you got to realize, though, that those who came in a little bit late is that your Chat GPT only goes back so much. So I experimented with this and said, how could they get in April 2023? And it actually did. It actually gave me write an Instagram caption, and it actually did give me a little thing. It actually gave me hashtags and everything that kind of put it in here. So if you are doing something to show me like April statistics, it can't really find it. So make sure you are, fact checking that. I love the ads. Please write me a Facebook ad script for a custom list of homes under $500,000. Whoops, I just moved you guys over there. Looking for affordable homes in Auburn, California. Look for it no further. We've compiled a custom list of homes, 500,000. So you guys get the gist of what you guys can do with this. This is like your own imagination. Here's something crazy that if you found a super, super long article, let's see at CAR, and you don't have time to read it, how many times will we've starred an email that goes, I want to come back to this, or I want to come back to this, and we just don't ever get the time to do it? You can actually literally just take this information, the CAR newsletter, put wherever the link was, copy this, and come in and just please summarize this in one paragraph, and you just paste the URL in there. And now all of a sudden it just gave me one paragraph of what that article said. If you guys want to like read a super long book or something, just actually summarize it. Sometimes if I do this one paragraph, I'll go, it's not enough. Then I'll go 2 paragraphs. How about 3 paragraphs? And keep asking Chat GPT, and it will increase that a little bit better. But incredible. If you say, wanted to go watch a 29-minute video that Tom Ferry had, or an hour-and-a-half video, and I go, I don't really have a lot of time to watch that, you basically copy the URL and you actually put the URL here. I want to tell you, though, that you also do this new agents who are absolutely crushing it. You actually copy that too. So you copy both the URL and the title of the video. You put please summarize this video. You put in the YouTube URL there, and you put the new agents for absolutely crushing it. And then it works perfectly on YouTube. And then basically to showcase interviews, blah, 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 blah. And so it just gives you kind of a short description of what that video was all about. Because I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of videos I'll go watch for an hour-long webinar or something, and I go, wow, I didn't get anything out of that, or it was not as what I expected. So then you can actually go and actually summarize that before you go in. Something that somebody shared up the summit that I absolutely loved. So I added this to the second class. So if you were only in the first one, this was actually pretty awesome. Guys, do an agent bio. Do your own agent bio. Put in a few things and say, and to tell me about myself. And then it actually will give you a really awesome agent bio. So if you don't have an agent bio and don't have something like that, make sure that you do fill one out, because that needs to go like everywhere. And I know that Jenna, I had looked her up online, just thought, I'm just going to go see if I can find Jenna. And so I just put in Jenna's information, her first, last name, and she popped up everywhere. So she popped up on everywhere where you can actually find. I had a client that I interviewed yesterday, a buyer's consultation. He said, 2 of them actually, a buyer's consultation, a seller's consultation, just this week, that they found me online and said, I just want you to know that you are killing it on social media and your online presence is amazing. That you don't want to go and try to find, if I'm going to go look for Jenna and I go, oh, what was that girl's name? The Jenna, I think I met her at the grocery store the other day. And I put in Jenna's name, and I'm trying to put in a name, and I can't find her anywhere online to actually go list my house or sell my house. give her maybe 2 minutes of trying to find you, and then it might be over. And so keep that in mind, that if they can just put in your information and boom, there you are, your branding's there, then they'll find you. And that is absolutely why my business, after 28 years, is doing so well, is because I started on day one in getting myself on all these channels of YouTube channels and social media, and getting out there, because then they will find you. And pro tip, make sure that anybody and everybody you're asking for reviews on for you on Google and Yelp. And so those are the two biggest ones that you really, really want to concentrate on, especially the Google My Business. Somebody found me yesterday as well on Google Maps. First one, never really heard that. They said they found me. I go, so my information was on Google Maps. So anyway, that was odd. So, you never know where they're going to find you. I will tell you that they will find you on your MLS website too. I've gotten at least 2 or 3 people in the last few years that found me on if you don't have a picture in your bio on that, then you need to do so. So January and July, we have a class that we go through, and it's like hands-on, where you just have one computer, whether you're watching it on your phone, and then we go, okay guys, we are going to go to realtor.com, and everybody goes to realtor.com, and we change our bio, we change our if we need to update our picture, we change things. Because I literally had my third daughter, that she said, Dad, I was looking in at one of your bios. This is years and years ago when she was at Salem. I was looking at one of your bios, and you said that you only have 2 children, and you didn't think about updating me. So it was interesting. So I went, oh, that's very true. So twice a year, you got to go in and make sure they all are there, because Zillow and realtor.com, sometimes they tweak things, sometimes they adjust things. So what we do is we actually get our bio, we have it on a Word document, and we just get in there hands-on and go. If you haven't experienced that, make sure you go and take your bio, go copy it on your webpage, go copy it on Yelp, go copy it on Zillow, go copy it on realtor.com. And we take a class and go through each of those social media channels and make sure we got everything updated. So it all is the same. It's the branding, it's the same color, it's the same feel. So it all looks the same for you. All right, if you wanted to find this is a code word here. So if you have a super, super longer book, you could say, TL. This is basically too long to read in 2 sentences. You can actually put that in. You can actually do, I know this is a little bit crazy, because I know a lot of us have kids and stuff, but if you kind of wonder what, maybe you just diagnose and say, my kid's got this weird thing and this eye drooping and this, pus coming out of here. You can actually literally just go doc GTP and say, my symptoms of my 13-year-old kid are these, and it will give you the 5 or 6 things that will say, you might have this, she or he might have this. And so it's crazy. You want to go to teach GTP, that's a little code word. You can go, teach me how to play the piano guitar. It literally will pop up, and okay, well, give me a little 5-minute lessons. It's going to pop up and tell you with actually pictures of where to put your fingers and stuff. Crazy. Math problems. I love this one. Wish I had this in school. There was a video out there that's gone super viral. That's a young, probably maybe 10-year-old sitting there whispering to his computer going, hey, give me the problem for this. And he tells the Chat GTP, and it whispers back the Chat GTP voice activated of the math problem. If those who do Excel, it's crazy. I did a Chat GTP class on Excel, and I'm not going to do it again because it blew my head away. Just like my mind just went, wow, it was too. If you want to do, like, if you're into Excel and you ever want to experiment and actually put, I need a value for this, you can go to Chat GTP, say, I need this, blah, 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 copy that code and stick it and paste it right into into your Excel spreadsheet in that little place. And then it will populate all of that, which was crazy. It actually will grade your homework. So moms and dads who have children and you want to know what type of grade that you're basically having, put it in Chat GTP and say, please grade this paper, and it will grade it. Then you can actually say, how can I make this paper better? And it will actually tell you how to do it better too. Those who are struggling with meal planning, we literally could say, I want to eat healthy this week. I need meal planning for, for 5 days. It will meal plan you. You can put a little bit of information. I like chicken. I like steak. I like this pasta. It will meal plan for you the whole entire week. And then his even better, when you're done, you can tweak it. Go, I don't really like this. Subtract this, take this fish out, whatever you want. Say, great, I like it. Then you say this, please give me a shopping list for 4 people, and it will populate the shopping list just like that for your meal planning. It is crazy. You want to cook? You guys want to cook and you say, look, you open up the fridge. How many people open up the refrigerator and you go, okay, I got a potato in the pantry. I got a can of this and I've got a carrot. You can actually go to Chat GPT and say, please make me a meal with these 4 ingredients. I got a carrot, I got a potato, and it will populate a whole entire menu for you and a recipe for that, actually, those 3 things, which is kind of fun. You want to travel and say, hey, take me, I'm going to Maui in spring, looking for the 5 best things that I can do in Maui during spring. It will populate in 10 seconds the 5 best things that you should go do in Maui. Okay. And so, guys, it really is kind of crazy. All right, there's our Zoom link. You guys you don't need that. There is my YouTube channel. Please, you want to take that and subscribe. I think a couple of you have done that already. There's actually this class that I shared at the summit, this hour and 22 minutes. You can Chat GTP and actually shrink it to give you a abbreviated version. But this was my lead. A lot of my tools and stuff that I do is a lunch and learn that I did at the Association of Realtors. But all these other classes that we've done, just like this, recording these, are all sitting in here. So you can go catch up on some things. What basically I do is, a lot of people who will come into these classes, I'll see them for about maybe 6 months to a year. Welcome to come back all the time. I think Allie, I think you just jumped on here too. She's been coming for years and years. And just as a refresh, but I kind of go through the same things and go through all the systems and the techniques and stuff, and then anything new. So I do add things to it as well that we've been experimenting with as well. I don't have that actually. Let's see. I think Jessica is on here, so I might ask Jessica to give me the link to our drive. Jessica, if you can hear that while we're doing some questions, answers, she'll put that in chat, because I want you guys to be able to go to the drive link to be able to get these other things and the other documents. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I will go ahead and stop sharing for the second. Nope, I don't want a new share. I need to get you guys back here. Any questions that you guys have in regards to questions, thoughts? Okay, Jenna, I don't hear you yet, Jenna. So go ahead and